Welcome back, it's Runa. Thank you for coming today. I'm really happy. I'll do my best to deliver a heartwarming moment, so please relax and enjoy. Day 124, The Secret of the Lost Village. The quest. Long ago, a legend was passed down among the people. It was the story of a lost village deep in the forest. The village was said to have a beautiful lake and lush forest, and the people who lived there were full of happiness. But one day, the village suddenly disappeared and was forgotten from people's memories. The story's protagonist, Raina, was fascinated by this legend. She had believed the story her grandmother told her as a child and dreamed of finding the village one day. As she grew up, she became determined to uncover the truth behind the legend and decided to embark on a journey to find the village. One spring day, Raina prepared for her adventure and left her home. Her only clues were an old map and a letter left by her grandmother. The letter said, "See with your heart," but she still didn't understand its meaning. Taking a deep breath to calm herself, Raina took her first step on her journey. The beginning of the journey. Raina's journey was filled with challenges from the start. She crossed rugged mountain paths and deep forests, never stopping her progress. As the sun set, Raina arrived at a small village and decided to stay the night. The innkeeper listened to Raina's story with interest. "The legend of the lost village, huh? I've heard that story for ages, but no one has ever found it. Be careful," he kindly advised. Raina expressed her gratitude and retired to her room to rest. The next morning, Raina set off again, heading deeper into the forest. Along the way, she encountered various creatures. Colorful butterflies and beautiful birds flew around her, creating a fantastical scene like a painting. However, as she ventured further into the forest, Raina began to feel uneasy. The trees became dense, and darkness spread as light barely reached the ground. She continued to rely on the old map, but soon realized that the paths on the map didn't match those in reality. One night, while resting by a campfire, Raina heard a mysterious voice. When she turned around, she saw a small, spirit-like being standing there. Surprised, Raina spoke to the spirit. "Who are you?" The spirit smiled and replied, "I am the guardian of this forest. I know the way to the village you seek." Filled with hope by the spirit's words, Raina decided to accept its guidance. Following the spirit's lead, Raina's journey took a new turn. The enchanted forest. Following the spirit's guidance, Raina ventured deeper into the enchanted forest. The spirit, named Lumina, told Raina that the forest held many secrets. The trees seemed alive, moving and whispering as the wind blew. One day, Raina and Lumina reached a beautiful lake. The water was clear, and colorful fish swam within. Raina took a moment to rest by the lake, enjoying the time spent with Lumina. That night, by the campfire near the lake, Raina remembered her grandmother's stories while gazing at the starry sky. "This lake is one of the paths leading to the lost village," Lumina began quietly. "But to proceed, you must gain the approval of the lake spirits." Surprised, Raina asked how she could do that. Lumina smiled and advised, "You must show the lake spirits your pure heart. Open your heart and honestly express your feelings." Raina opened her heart to the lake spirits, sharing memories with her grandmother and her strong desire to find the village. As she spoke, the lake's surface began to glow, and beautiful light spirits appeared. They listened quietly to Raina's story and showed sympathy. "Your heart is true. We will show you the way," they said, revealing a path leading to the center of the lake. Grateful, Raina decided to follow the path with Lumina. Mysterious creatures. Crossing the lake, Raina and Lumina entered a new realm. There, they encountered fantastical creatures unlike anything they had seen before. Beasts with wings living atop giant trees and meadows blooming with glowing flowers created a scene like another world. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they met strange creatures. One day, while resting under a giant tree, the tree suddenly moved. Shocked, Rena asked Lumina, "What is this?" Lumina smiled and replied, "This is an elderwood, an ancient tree spirit. He is the elder of the forest, watching over everything here." The elderwood whispered to Rena, "Are you the one seeking the village? We will test you." The trials tested Rena's courage and wisdom. The elderwood instructed her to find an ancient stone hidden deep in the forest and unlock its power. Rena accepted the challenge and began searching for the stone with Lumina, facing various trials along the way, such as pitfalls, labyrinthine paths, and battles with strange creatures. Rena drew upon her courage and wisdom to overcome each difficulty. Finally, Rena found the ancient stone and successfully unlocked its power. The light from the stone enveloped the entire forest, and the elderwood nodded in satisfaction. "You have passed the trial. I will show you the way to the village," he said, revealing the next path to Rena. Lost history. Following the path shown by the elderwood, Rena and Lumina ventured deeper into the forest. The landscape gradually changed, and ancient ruins began to appear. Stone monuments and murals depicted the traces of a once flourishing civilization. Rena carefully observed each one, searching for clues about the village. One day, they arrived at a giant stone gate inscribed with ancient letters. "Here lies the memory of the lost village." Rena deciphered the letters and began to search for a way to open the gate. Lumina pointed to small statues around the gate and said, "These statues might be the key." Rena carefully observed the statues, understanding the mechanism to open the gate by combining their positions and shapes. When she cautiously manipulated the statues, the giant stone gate slowly opened. Beyond the gate lay even older ruins, with a large stone monument at the center. The monument detailed the history of the lost village. As Rena read through the inscriptions, she learned how the village vanished. The village had once coexisted with the forest guardians, but one day, it suddenly disappeared due to a mysterious force. Determined to uncover the cause, Rena decided to continue her search. The key to the truth. Exploring the ruins, Rena discovered a hidden entrance to an underground chamber near the monument. As she and Lumina ventured down, they found an ancient library filled with countless scrolls and books. Surely, the library held more secrets about the lost village. Rena eagerly studied the texts, finding accounts of events before the village vanished and descriptions of the magic used by the villagers. One book detailed a special ritual meant to protect the village, suggesting that the ritual's failure led to the village's disappearance. Further investigation revealed that an ancient artifact necessary for the ritual disappeared with the village. Rena hypothesized that finding this artifact and performing the ritual again might restore the village. Lumina said, "The artifact must be hidden somewhere in this forest. Our next mission is to find it." With renewed determination, Rena and Lumina ventured deeper into the forest. Along the way, Rena faced various trials and encountered the forest guardians, gradually collecting clues about the artifact. Finally, they reached a sacred place at the forest's heart and discovered the artifact. At that moment, an ancient spirit, the village's guardian, appeared before Rena and Lumina. The spirit said, "You have passed the trials and found the key to the truth. Now is the time to perform the ritual and restore the village." The village's secret. Rena and Lumina prepared for the ritual, receiving the ancient artifact from the spirit. The spirits gathered, guiding them through the ritual steps. At the sacred place in the forest's center, they chanted ancient words and offered the artifact. As the ritual progressed, the entire forest began to glow. The trees swayed in the wind, and the animals watched silently. Rena focused her heart, recalling the village legend her grandmother had taught her, and continued the ritual. Lumina also supported the ritual alongside the spirits. Eventually, The light intensified, revealing the outline of the village before Raina's eyes. Gradually, the village's buildings and people appeared, bringing the lost village back to reality. Raina watched the scene with surprise and joy. As the village fully materialized, Raina saw her grandmother standing under a large tree in the village center. Smiling, her grandmother said, "Raina, you've come so far. Thank you for restoring our village." Tears streaming down her face, Raina hugged her grandmother. "Grandma, I've always wanted to see you. I came this far to find the village," she said. Her grandmother gently patted her back and said, "Your strong heart and courage saved this village." The villagers also began to appear, welcoming Raina and Lumina. To celebrate the village's restoration, they decided to hold a grand festival. The forest spirits also joined the festival, enveloping the entire village in joy. A new journey. As the festival night drew to a close, Raina sat quietly by the lake, looking up at the starry sky, reflecting on her journey. She had overcome many difficulties, found the lost village, and reunited with her grandmother. These experiences had become an irreplaceable treasure for her. The following morning, Raina prepared to bid farewell to the villagers. Her grandmother said, "Your journey will continue. This village will always be waiting for you," and handed her a protective charm. Raina held the charm tightly, showing deep gratitude. Lumina also bid farewell to Raina, saying, "Your courage and kindness will forever be etched in this forest. We spirits will always watch over you." Smiling, Raina replied, "Thank you, Lumina. Without our encounter, I couldn't have come this far." With her journey's preparations complete, Raina set out for new adventures. The lost village and the precious experiences she gained there were etched in her heart. As she left the forest and began walking a new path, Raina felt in her heart, the next adventure will surely be wonderful. Thus, Raina's journey continued. Her adventures never ended, and she became part of a new legend. Thank you for spending time with Runa until the end today. I'm very happy. If you enjoyed the heartfelt reading, please subscribe to the channel and give it a high rating. I'll have a new reading ready for you tomorrow, so please come back again. Have a good night, and see you tomorrow.